Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. We are back on Ander, about to scan our alt into our hole. That's what we're going to take today. So I have our backup scanner alt ready to go. So we are going to give this a try. Now, just for fun, in case we do get locked out, I'm going to bring our loot with us, just in case, because you never know. I could screw this up and I don't want to lose it. Worst case, we get blown up. Either way, we're stuck out of this hole if we get blown up once we leave this hole, so I will bring it with me and we're going to do this thing. So we're going to focus on scanning out wormholes. We're going to look for a direct connection to HiSec. Failing that, we are going to try going from wormhole to wormhole. We'll try to find like a wormhole chain that comes up to a HiSec. I know this one has another class 2 static that may have a HiSec static. This one has a Lowsec and a C2 static, is my understanding, according to Tripwire and whatnot. But before that, we are going to take a look at our skill plan. I do have a skill plan all set up, and I'll just try and quickly grab this up here. So I've set it up with a couple of remaps as well. So we're going to quickly get into gas harvesting. It takes like a day, maybe 2 total. And from there, we will go into some combat ships. That'll give us another option for money. So let me just bring up Yvonne, stand by. Okay, so here we go. You can see it here. Gas harvesting first. It takes like 40 minutes. You can only train it up to level 2. Each level lets you fit 1 harvester. So for a venture with only 2 points, 2 is enough for an alpha. So that's going to be great. And then we'll get our mining frigate trained up to 4. But we can pretty much fly it at any time. So we'll have to work on getting one of these into our hole right quick. And then we move right into our Kildari frigate up to battlecruiser, and so on down the line. Just a quick glance at it. I've set these remap points here, so this is pretty cool. When you're building a plan, if you use this key, you put your deal here and you click it. It sets a remap point. We don't want that one. And then all you do is when you go to Attribute Optimizer, you go to the remap points I set up, and it calculates each jump. So we do have 2 free remaps, right? So look here, this is our base one with no remaps. I did this just because we only have 2. And then I tried to group them mostly with their, perception primaries for the first remap, and this is kind of the cleanup. So intelligence and memory and perception. So this is less optimal than this, but this is our 2 free remaps. Now if we look on our character, so I'll have this as a text file complete with remaps. I'm going to go ahead and actually do this remap, just because it won't affect this all that much. It'll add like a few minutes, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this remap, and I'll show you how to do that. So it says this is what we want. So we want intelligence 17, perception 27, 17, 21, 17. So we'll get rid of Yvonne for you guys so you can see the screen. And if we go under character, under attributes, you can see we're set just like this, and we have 2 remaps available. So I'm going to go ahead and set my first remap. This is going to be our combat remap, or most of it. Gunnery and piloting. So we're going to remap the points, and it said we wanted intelligence to 17. It said we wanted perception to 27, which is the max, I think. Got to get some other points. Charisma down to 17, and memory down to 17, and then perception. No, was it? Perception up to 27. Okay, oh, willpower. I did the wrong one there, didn't I? Intelligence goes to 17. That's right. Okay, and then perception to 27. And willpower to 21. There. And that's our remaps. We save this change. That'll shave off. By doing these 2 remaps, we save about 10 total days of training. So that's not bad. Out of the 70 days, we go down to 60 or something like that. So there we go. So the remap is complete. My alt is going to be bringing all the skill books Ander needs. I've already purchased, if you look at Yvonne, one day there. Look at Yvonne, like I don't own this book. It's grayed out. If you hover over it, it'll say somewhere, one day. You do not know this skill. You do not own the skill book. So all of those ones I have gone through and purchased. all the ones I don't own, and she'll have them. Well, I'll have them purchased, and she's going to bring them with her to our high-sec jump point. I'm not going to try to carry them in the wormhole. It's something like 60 million, so we'll probably grab them on the outside. But let's get this wormhole scanned. For now, I'm just training. Actually, let's swap this out. Let's get our mining frigate sorted in here. I just threw some skills in here so I wasn't idle while building the plan. So we want mining frigate up to 4. Come on. Why is it not working so well? 3, 4. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that gets us there. Let's get out and find our wormhole. I'm going to minimize this. And away we go. Now again, we don't know how safe we are. We don't know how active this place is, so we're just going to stay tethered while we scan. We'll keep an eye on our D-scan and all that jazz as normal. Looks like we have all the signatures again. Hooray! So we're going to stop. Hide that. Haha. Not that you guys can't actually see what it is, but you know. Don't want to make it too easy. Now, obviously, this hole isn't going to be great for shields or any sort of PvP because it has the 15% reduction in repair, but that's just life. I launch my probes and get our map out. Now let's start finding some wormholes. Wow, where to start? Jeepers. Let's start just kind of right here and see what grabs. It's kind of between this dot and this X, although I don't know if that was necessary. Probably should have zoomed out, but it's okay there. Is it scanning? No, B. So there's my scanner probes. We'll just see kind of what shakes out here in this first scan. Gas sites, so we don't want those right now. That'll be coming. So basically what I'm trying to do is, once we got all our skills and stuff and our planning started, I want to be able to save up enough ISK to buy a decent Drake for our ratting. And then we have to find a way to get it in, because we have to take into account how much mass can pass through the hole and all that stuff. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, I've never done this before, so it may be that we train all this and I can't even get the Drake in here. So it should be fun. Did we at least get it? Yeah, we got it down. That's good. And we'll shrink our scan. Move this up. And we'll find our wormholes. And hopefully we can find one that goes straight to high sec that appears to be stable. That's a relic data, so none of those. Go faster. Oh, I'm clicking so poorly. Go. Let's see if we can get this scanned. Keep pounding the D-scan just in case, and watching here in case something decloaks next to us and tries to bump us off. We can dock up real quick. It's another gas site. So you can see as soon as I know what they are, I'm moving on to find my targets. So I'm not wasting time scanning things down that I'm not necessarily going to run right away. Normally, I wouldn't do that. I would actually scan everything just to see what everything is, but since we're not sticking around, the fact that there's so many data and gas sites tells me that I could probably hang out here all day and just clear it all out, which would be great. And that's what we're going to start doing once we've got our ult in here and we've got our gas harvesting ship up here. We're going to start clearing or ninja harvesting the gas. So what I gather from talking to folks is that you have time, depending on what the site is, and I don't know them all off by heart, but like this barren perimeter reservoir, I can fly in, I can mine specific clouds, and then at some point rats spawn, and typically you just want to leave at that point. Okay, so wow, so no wormholes on this side. Let's grab this. We'll go back up to 4. And let's see where it might be. Well, you know what? I'm going to try and do this. And just see if I can grab it with 4. And so far so good. Alright. Just scanning away. Nice and quiet. I have been noticing, and I don't know if I said it in the last video or if it was typed, but I did mention it somewhere, that having no one in local gives me like a false sense of security. And I know it's super dangerous, but it's pretty relaxing just knowing that, or because I'm so used to watching local. So I'm pretty nice and chilled at the moment, which is cool. Probably should have done that one since it was closer to being actually scanned, but you know, that's life. These are the mistakes you make when you're learning. Okay. Now you're what? Yeah, we're gonna... What did it do? Where'd it go? Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna grab this one. Since it's still sitting here, we're gonna go down, scan it. And just keep clicking away. Boom. Ah, wormhole. Okay, so this one will scan down. I should have done that first, but that's okay. It looks like we're still pretty centered on it. Should be okay. There's our first wormhole. Do we get it green? Not yet, so one size down. Let's just get a little more centered. Zoom in a little. There we go. That looks good right there. This should get us green, and then we'll go check what it is while we scan down the next piece. Do we have another partial? No, we don't. Let's grab this one here next. And my notepad is gone, so that's great. We're going to just work up notepad. Actually, we'll just do it this way. Notes, accessories, notepad. Here we go. And the nice thing here is we can just, I should be able to just, nope, doesn't work. Okay. So, OSZ 944 is a wormhole 2. Okay. So we have that. Let's put that down. Put that over here. And we'll start scanning this guy. We'll just go up. Get that scanning. Looks good. And let's warp to this at 100 and see what it is. And we'll see what happens here. So once we're on it, we can get the info thing and then bounce back and read it at our leisure. Wow, that did not work, did it? Okay. Do we have to go up again to an 8? I'm going to go up to an 8. That did not work. We're just going to... Actually, would 4 work now? Let's grab our info and warp back to this. We'll read that in a second. Let's get our scan happening. This is probably not something we need, but I think I just botched it by having my scanner probes too narrow. That should cover it. Let's look at our info. So that leads to low security space A39. Yeah, so this might be our static, because the A239 static to Lowsec. Okay. So I'm going to write A239 Lowsec stat LSS. Okay. And beginning decay has not had its stability disrupted by the objects passing through it. Larger ships, we could probably get a battle cruiser through that, but we'd have to go into Lowsec. So, okay, so that was a gas site finally. Let's get this one narrowed down. Ooh, that was not straight at all. And we'll click on it. Let's zoom in, roll that down. Good. So probably wouldn't last another day, but that's okay, so I would just kind of want to get in and out. We'll see where that, if we have to, we'll see where that Lowsec one pops us out. Alright, so that's all that. Anything else in this area? Let's grab this. Okay. We're back, we're tethered, we're descanning. That is another one of those. Okay, let's grab this one. We'll just work down the list now, I guess. There should be another wormhole in here, at least one. That goes to another wormhole. Okay, what we're going to do is pop this up. We're going to go Amar, because that's where our alt is. I'm just going to set destination. We obviously can't get there from the wormhole, but once we get in, I'd like to see how many Lowsec jumps it is and how active the system is, if that's the way we're going to go. And if you're not going to take risks, why we're living in a wormhole, right? The only thing I'd be concerned about is a possible gate camp at the high sec to low sec juncture. But if it's one jump, I might try it. If it's quiet and one jump, I'll definitely try it. Wow, this thing is a tight one. This would not likely be a wormhole, but we're going to identify it anyways because we have it. This one should get us at least to the identifying, I would hope. Okay, cool. Angel survey site this time too. Nice. Let's grab this one. Oh, come on, I grabbed that arrow. Ugh. So we'll probably end up using that Lowsec if it looks okay. That's my plan anyway. If it's not, 30 jumps deep. Okay, that's a data site. Wow, I'm gonna have to second video today once we've got our everything sorted out is to come and do all these sites, man. Do all these data sites. Although realistically, I can. I have some ideas. We'll talk about those in just a sec. So one of the things we need to do is we need to get other ships in here. I need a Venture, which I think I have a fit for already. If I remember correctly, I did build a Venture, yeah, right here. So I would build this, ideally. I don't know why I have this, but that's fine. So I can lock the nodes quicker, probably. And scanner, because you always want to have a scanner in a wormhole, is what I'm thinking. Where are you? Right there. Okay. So crowded. But anyway, so the idea would be to, once we've got our way in and out, I might spend the day moving what I can in. So I can already fly the Venture, I can fit it, even though I can't mine with it, I could go get it and bring it into the wormhole, ready for me to use in the future. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing is coming back, dropping off the Heron, taking the pod out, grabbing a Venture, coming back in. So that'll get me at least my backup scanner, I have my main scanning frigate, and is this not? Yeah, it wasn't working. Okay, do that. Trying to talk and scan at the same time and making too many mistakes. Oh, it was this right here. Okay. No, that's good. We know what that is. It's this one we want. Oh, it's a gas site. Oh, turned into an X. Okay. So that's not that. Let's grab this. He's over here. Got to remember that they do that once they get signal. Anyway, get everything we need moved in so we can start just taking advantage every day for the next little while, and just make as much ISK as we can so we can afford to buy. There it is. So we can afford to buy a Drake when the time comes, and that's kind of the plan. So that's going to be, while we have the chain scanned out, we might as well use it. So we'll see what we do there. I'd like to get this scanned out, get our chain figured out, and get our alt in here. That's kind of priority 1 right now. Priority 1 right this moment. Just because if we get killed, we lose our hole. We don't want that. The other problem I have is, currently, because I'm playing alpha, both of the characters are alpha, so I have to actually log out of one account, log into the other, so there's some problems there. If I was going to do this as a full-time, like let's say Kel moved here, I'd want 2 Omega accounts. So I could have, if we have a high sec static, say, I could park a guy on it to watch the hole or something. Can do multiple things, or have an alt already scanning while I run sites on the main or whatever. So that is something to consider if I'm going to do this more permanent. There's one. It looks like it might be our only wormhole at the moment. Or I'm just really unlucky on what on my choice. It'd be nice if I could see. Yeah, we gotta go up to not 6. No, I don't want to go 16. Let's see. Do we have something we can scan with M4AU? It's probably going to be this one. Try that, although it doesn't look promising. We may have to go up. B. Okay. Our probes are back in range. Sweet. How'd we do? Not bad. We got one of them. No, we didn't. That's this one. Okay, and that looks like we should hit it. Should be close enough. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And yeah, see, we still didn't hit it. I should have gone to 8. That's okay. Let's just do it. Let's get it nailed down, because it'll probably just give me the ID on it right away. Things I'm learning to do better. Okay, let's move to this. Actually, it doesn't matter, I guess. This one's got more on it already. We'll go down to 4. My 4 AU trick didn't quite pan out. I probably did it wrong, and that's okay. These things happen. Ping. Gas site. Okay, we're going to try it again. We're going to go here. Just because there. Pick it up. So we have 1, 2 still unidentified. 3. 3 unidentified. And this is the one we're going for next. Okay. B. I should have bookmarked while I was there, but that's actually, I can save it now. Oops. Let's cancel that. Let's do that again. Okay, there it is. There's another wormhole. This will probably be the C2 static, would be my guess. That's right, I remember now. If we said save location, it puts the ID on there, and we can go out to low. And that gives us a bookmark we can use if we need it, if we lose our scan or whatever, or when we come back. Okay. Let's start the next one right here. Where are you? Oh, down there, huh? Let's get close, click on it, scan. That looks good. And then we want M, Q, J, 280. And I'm sure there's better tools for this, but I don't know them yet, so I do it the old. I usually do it pen and paper, just because that's what I'm most comfortable with, because I'm old. Well, older. And so that's just that. But I'll do digital because I didn't have my pen and paper ready, and rather than going and get it, we'll warp this at 100, and we will pick up our info on it. Okay, rotate, shrink, zoom in. Try to get this going before we land. Grab info. Yeah, so this goes into another wormhole. And it is larger ships and excellent. Okay. This is our D382. J space stable, or hasn't had people come through it yet. Excellent. Okay, data site. Do we have any more? No, it looks like we have them all now. So it's just the two. I'm going to go ahead and check out the other side of that Lowsec one. So let's close this. Let's recall probes. Recall probes over here. Let's bookmark this. And that is J space. That's not how you spell space. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Let's go poke our head out of this Lowsec wormhole. Can I have these? Good. And see what's what. And as soon as we pop through, we should see how far it is and how many Lowsec jumps it is to get there from Amar. And we'll keep an eye on local to see just how busy everything is. So that's our bookmarks right there. We can probably clear some of these. Okay. And going through. Wormhole A239. And what we'll probably do is, if it's safe, I'm going to bookmark this side. So I have this one bookmarked. I can bookmark the other side once we're through. Coming on. Local is clear. It is 4 jumps. 4 jumps deep, eh? Okay, well, let's bookmark this. To home. Let's just pop through this. Yeah, let's pop through this gate. I was hoping there's a station I could at least dump my stuff off before I start poking. Because we're bookmarked, actually, if we do die in our pod, we can come back to Vizilla and get back into our hole, because we do have it bookmarked. That is actually a good point. I just want to find somewhere I can sit kind of safely and I can investigate the path. Something I can tether to, or... So it's empty. Okay, well, we're just going to go YOLO, right? Because it is quiet. So we have our bookmark. We know how to get there. We can lose people in places. Okay, I think I'm okay. think I'm okay, because what I can do is once I have a spot right here, I can bring my other alt there to pick up the bookmarks and get her into the hole if everything works out. Okay, I like this. The only problem we're going to have is gate camps, especially smart bombing ones. Oh, there's somebody here. Can we see what he's in? No, let's hit this, warp within 100, and we'll set a safe on the way, just in case. We'll kind of do it like here. I said submit, okay. And we don't see a ship, so that's fine. So we can warp back to this in a second and bounce off of it back to the gate to warp out. Okay. This next system is where we're likely to see the trouble. So now normally, now it's nice because we don't have drag bubbles and that sort of thing, so it's not quite as bad, but in nullsec you wouldn't want to come from gate to gate. You'd want to do something like pop off of some other body, like an asteroid belt or something like that. You'd want to fly to an asteroid belt and then to the gate, so you're coming from a different angle. I mean, in Lowsec, if you're warping straight to the gate, you'll want to do that to avoid smart bombs. Come from a different angle because they could just be 100 off the gate expecting people to do that, what I just did. That's all mind games at that point, though, because then if you shoot straight to the gate, they can't catch you either. So, but I probably could be bouncing off of asteroids and just playing it double safe, but meh. We have another one guy here, so this is okay. It's quiet. And we've got probes out, so let's warp to 100 just like we do. We're going to do it safe. We'll make our bookmark. I was told, meant to mention this, apparently you can have your bookmark thing open, and then when you hit submit is when it actually makes the bookmark. So we're going to test this here and see where it brings us. So I want to be within 14, there we go, with our safe so that when we bounce to it we can still scan the gate. And it's quiet, so that's good. That is good. And once we stop, someone lives here. We'll bounce back. We'll see if it gets us within 14, if it brings us all the way back to the Gahi gate. So exciting. All right. My first try here, so this is good. This is good, this is good. So we should almost be there. Beautiful, that worked. Okay, so you can bring your bookmark thing up and then just hit submit when you're ready. I like that. Oh, he just left probably through the gate I just went to. We're logged out. He looks like he's scanning though, so he's looking for something. It would have been nice to... Oh, it was a buzzard. I just saw it there. I had caught him at one point. So yeah, definitely a exploration. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the high sec system. This is where we're likely to see someone camping between these two. If there's anybody in system. There's... Wow, yes, busy enough. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. Work within 100. And once we're under 14 AU, we'll make our bookmark. Do we see anything on D-scan? Hey. Oops. No. Okay, good. Good. We'll just ping off of that and get into high sec. Okay. That worked out. So now my understanding is the static wormhole to Lowsec isn't static to the same. I don't think it's always to the same spot, or it might be. So this might become a path that we just have to get used to traversing. I will actually do some research on that. Maybe check it every couple of days to see if it's the same. If it's the same, I'm okay with that, although I prefer a high sec static for... But then a high sec static makes our hole a lot busier, so at least a Lowsec keeps the ones that are afraid of Lowsec out of our hair. Okay, so there we go. We have our meeting system right here for this endeavor. I like it. And yeah, so I will double check on whether it's the same Lowsec system every time or not. But probably between videos if I remember. Or, someone will tell me, because that's usually what happens. Alright, and we are going to be... Oh, there's no NPC stations. So let's pick one. Let's meet in the Ritaru. Nice. So we're going to dock up here. And I am going to summon my other alt. So let's do that. Stack those. And I did make it out with all my loot, so we can make it to market. We can sell all of this. He's going to probably go to... Probably Amar. So let's get docked up. That's excellent and very exciting. Okay. So, here we go. Now what we have to do, and I'll show you guys how to do this, is we're going to keep this in our ship because we're probably going to haul it to market before we go take Ander back. But if we open up our people and places, can't do it, there it is. Under bookmarks expiration, and we sort by date. That gives us today. To home, here it is. And if we drag, actually I'm going to shift drag it, so it leaves it in our bookmarks, and it creates a pin. I can now give this pin to my alt, who can put it into their bookmarks and have those bookmarks. So we have that. Let's go ahead and grab this one as well, just so she has her way, just to get in the habit of it. And we can actually grab her. I don't think we'll need them, but let's grab her our safes in this wormhole. Right here, these two. So you can have those safes as well. And see, it keeps them here because I shift clicked it. No, I didn't shift click that time, did I? Shoot, okay. So what I can do is hold shift and actually do this. What? Come on. Come on. Maybe it's control click? No? Hold shift, drag him in. Hold shift, drag him out. There we go. Works on the way out. It should work here too. You should be able to shift drag them, but it's okay. We're going to deliver these two. You guys are the first time you're going to get her name. See if I can find her. If I can remember how to spell it. Actually, I can look here. Jaim. There she is. She is a Marian. And we're going to deliver it to her. Boom. Yes. I will pop off. I'll get on my alt. I think I got him everything he needs. I'm going to get her here. And so I'll be right back when I'm on Jaim'lyn. So stand by. Alright, so here we are. We are on Jaim'lyn in her Magnate. She looks armed to the teeth, but really she's just got empty festival launchers. Actually, I need to pick up some ammo for these because I want to have some. I wanted to bring them to put them on Ander just for the fun of it. If he gets caught, he can try to ECM, and actually she's the one fit with ECM, right? So let's just if we get caught, I can ECM them and try to jam them and make my way out. But if we get caught, we're pretty much dead. I actually don't even see. Good enough. I had them laying around on her, so I threw them on her ship. You can see all the books. This is all for Ander. Even drone specialization skills, everything. So, excellent. And if we pop this up, we can see items delivered. So we click on that. We can set destination here. Hooray! Okay, so I think she is ready to disappear. That is where the delivery was. These are just some things she has laying around. See that a pot? Yeah, that's just some stuff she had laying around. Alright. See? More festival launchers. Okay, so let's get her down there. She's pretty much nothing. I've trained her to be a very basic scanning character. In fact, we should just double check that she's got all her scanning skills maxed. All she's going to do right now for the interim is get us back into our hole if we need it. Okay, so we're just going to start. Oh yeah, I have to pick something up in Amar first. Crap. That's right. Too much going on. Hang on. I had something. What was it? Oh, probes. Yeah, I didn't have probes. I gotta go here first. So we'll do that. We'll optimize the route. Optimize route. I just got delivered bagels by my beautiful daughter. Thank you, Critter. Alright. Thumbs up. Alright. Oh, bagels, cream cheese, and fresh chives. I'll eat that in a minute. Alright. Sorry, food. Let's see here. Let's get her to MR. Can I bring this back up, please? And she'll pick up her probes, because I forgot them. I had to go to Sarum Prime to pick up some of the books. And we'll pick up some fireworks while we're here. I'm very scattered because I've not done this before. This is fresh. The most I've done with wormholes is when I used to live in Providence. I used to scan chains and try and escort haulers through to avoid the whole chain down on occasion, and worked out. Never lost anybody, so that was good. Although I did get the first few times I scanned out, I lost myself trying to figure it out because I had never ever done it. But it was pretty fun. I moved, I'd say in the 6 months I was there, I probably moved 6 industrials through. A mining barge. Like I scanned it out and then escorted the other player. It was for other people. Probably not actually the smartest way to do it, but it worked. Maybe it wasn't a mining barge. Anyway, we moved some stuff through wormholes. I did once try to find a battleship-sized chain, but couldn't get a battleship through. So, yeah, it was good fun though. Alright, let's grab this. This is this. See, I have 2 complete fits actually for her here. So if she ever dies, I can pick up the second one. But I accidentally bought it, so I'm going to pretend I did it on purpose. I'm going to actually bring this stuff into the hole. Might as well. Can't bring this, but that's okay. So we'll bring all of this. This is going to get dropped off there. We need some fireworks. Let's grab those. I mean, I could just go pick up the ones I have, but it's a few jumps away. And they shouldn't be that expensive. Where is it? Special edition assets? No, I can't remember where they are in here. Okay, never mind. That wasn't how you spell fire. Eli Festival fireworks also do. How much are they? Oh, fireworks package. No, that's okay. We'll get fireworks later. Let's move on. Let's get this stuff done. Is this supposed to be minimized? So Arzami is where we're going to quote-unquote meet Ander, drop off his skill books, pick up our bookmarks. Hopefully we don't get ganked with all of our $40 million-esque in skill books, or whatever it is, 60 million. We shouldn't. The inertial stabs helps get us off the line really quick. This is just a fit I threw together. I doubt the jams are actually going to be useful, but since she can't fit the upper modules and she's not going to be doing hacking and scanning, I had the mids for it. So she's just going to scan my chain. Alright. Now obviously if you were in some sort of organized corp, I imagine everybody be scanning the signatures and there'd be mapping tools for mapping where everything goes, and that would be pretty helpful. But I want to learn the basics as best I can on my own before I find someone to teach me the rest. So it's been excellent. Alright, let me get her moved. You don't need to see me jump 12 jumps through high sec. I will get us to here, Arzani, and then I'll bring you guys back as we're making our journey through Lowsec. It's that first jump that's going to be killer, potentially. So, alright, be right back. Alright, and we are docking up in the Harzani system. And we are going to grab our bookmarks and we are going to deliver our skill books. We are going to get Jaim'lyn, fingers crossed, into her wormhole. While I was piloting the 12 jumps, I did a quick search, and from what I can understand, the static gives a link to the same class of space, so in this case, our case, Lowsec, but it won't be the same system. So it'll be different, potentially different every time we do it. So that's interesting. I like it. I was planning on maybe setting up gate perches, but if it's going to be a different Lowsec system every time, then there's no sense in doing that every time, I don't think. I mean, maybe there is, because eventually you'd have gate perches everywhere, but there might be a limit to the number of bookmarks you can have as well, so we're going to be careful there. All right, here she is. So let's drop off her skill books. And put them in here. And let's pick up her bookmarks. Let's stick these in her bookmark bin. I'm going to have to do something about dating these so that I know which ones to delete. I mean, it's pretty simple right now. These are stay, but this one and this one would have to be deleted every day, I guess. So that's okay. We can figure that out. I'll figure all that out. All right, there we go. 4 jumps. Let's deliver these to Anders so we can switch to him later. So that means, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been thinking of doing a hauling alt who would fly around in a frigate or something and gather all my loot and take it to market for me. So another alt, but we'll think about that. I'll leave the loot here in this station and we'll deal with it later. Deliver to Andrew Rowe. Search. Here's our ugly mug. Okay, so he's got his skill books. Now let's get Jaim'lyn into her new home. Hopefully. It's this first jump I'm really worried about, but we'll do everything kind of the same way. All right, fingers crossed. Here we go. I mean, it is what it is. So there's a small chance that other C2 will poke our head into there, because if it's a C2 with a high sec static, but again, that C2 could change every time, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Yes. Switch to orange. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Where's my local? Oh yeah, she doesn't have any of this set up. Great, okay. So warp to within 100. Once we're under there. D-scan's not up. Wow, we don't have anything. Okay, D-scan. Oh man, terrible. This is not the time to be getting all this crap set up. All right, now we're gonna go to here. All right, and it's not mapped to spacebar, so it's V. Let's get that up. Okay. All right. Woo. So this was the one I was mostly worried about. The rest here we're going to just go, and we should be able to warp straight to our bookmark. We shouldn't have to scan it down, which is good, because I think I left all my... No, I didn't. Just in case. But I should be able to just warp to the bookmark, and it should work. And that's how we're going to get Ander home as well. I'm still thinking I might want Ander to run to a market and pick up a venture. We can even leave the Heron where it is. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's all tricky. There's nobody here, so we're just going to warp straight to the gate. I think I might fly the Heron back home and then come out to my pod and just go for the venture. That's what I'm going to do, I think. What if there's a venture? If there's something here? There is one in the Gehi right here where we're jumping into. So maybe we can get our whole fit there. Maybe? Oh, this is the system we just left. Okay, this one we're gonna warp to within 100. We're gonna control B. We're gonna V. Under 14. Thank you. No ships on D scan, so that's good sign. So there is a market. We might try and get it there. I'll see what I can do. Once we're out of warp, we have to bounce. Again, with the inertial stabilizers, I'm going to show you guys the fit. It's not that big a deal. Probe scanner, 2 festival launchers just because, as I said, target the jammers, micro drive in case I need to make bookmarks, just in case, which I could be doing, and then inertial stabilizers in the lows. No rigs because it's super cheap. Super cheap. Throwaway ship. She's going to stay docked pretty much the entire time unless I need her. Once we've got her here. Okay, so still no ships on D-scan, which I should have checked before I initiated warp, but you know. We'll get there. We'll get there. And yeah, it takes a little longer when you do it this way with lots of bouncing, but it is a safer way. It's not necessarily the safest way, but it is a safer way. Okay, excellent. That gets us into Ham, which means we can go from there right to our wormhole and hope for the best. Now, that's not to say that there may not be somebody waiting at the wormhole for us, but it'll be what it is. We have our micro drive. We can try to crash the hole if we need to. If we get grabbed, we can just play hole games. If they're on the other side. If they're on this side, we can crash the hole and then dock up. If they're on the inside, well, we'll do what we have to do. Alright, now we're into the next nervous point where we're going into the hole. And it looks empty. Perfect. So now, there's our home. We can warp to it. Now, I should have actually bookmarked the hole itself and not... I think that might have been even smarter. Bookmark the hole itself and not where I came out of it, but we'll see where I land here. We'll see where I land. Yeah, it's not bad. We can MJD, we can micro warp drive into that. Because we go fast. There we go. Beautiful. And nothing. Alright. Jump to it. Okay, Jaim'lyn is home. That's cool. We did it. So that is our backup. What I should have done is had her flying the same ship. We can occasionally pop in and grab new scanning ships and just have a stockpile of them here, but we'll get all that sorted out as we go. I have a hole now, so I think you've seen me do all this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the Heron where it is. I'm going to go get myself a Venture. I'm going to go get a Venture for Cal. Or for, not Cal. Get a Venture for Ander, and he's going to bring that into the hole. Now, I could tweak my fit a bit and use him to hack. I mean, I lose the +5 virus strength, right? Let's just take a quick look, because we don't really... We're ninja mining. We'll do it on Ander. All right. So that is going to be it for this episode. The next episode, I'm going to get Anders. I'm going to work out a venture fit that I like. I might even just do hacking in a venture. We'll see how it works. I'll make that decision between now and the next video. I'm going to try and get it all done today since the hole only lasts until downtime, and then we have to scan the chain again. So that's going to be it for this video. we successfully moved our backup alt into our wormhole, so we can always find our way home if we need to. So if you enjoyed that video, guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if I messed anything up, or if there's something I guessed at or my research was incomplete and I got wrong. That bookmark trick works, so it's funny the things that you learn, where I've always been under the Control B, Enter, doing it quick. Don't need to do that. Control B, Enter when you want it. Good stuff. I like that. Thanks for the tips. As always, guys, take care of each other, and I'm out of here.